we were texting behind the scenes about the UFC 313 press conference
Yeah.
and the UFC 313 press conference and the UFC 314. What do you call that? A
Yeah, the
pre
dud.
the pre press conference or whatever. I don't know what you call that. Gene Silva comes out with a globe,
Call it a kickoff presser.
a kickoff. He
Yeah.
comes out with a globe.
Too good. I
And
love
then
it. This is
I
what I'm talking
loved it.
about. Like, what's
I
so hard about
fucking
coming out with the
loved it.
globe?
I fucking loved it, bro.
Unless
And
you're
then
scared you're gonna get knocked out, but these
and
guys
then
have confidence.
and then Carlos Freitas kind of like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, hey, what up, dog?
Hmm.
I'm right here, playboy.
Took off his shirt, I think, for the
Yeah,
face-off. I
yeah, he
like that
did.
shit.
Yeah. And I think that's when they got the clips with the cigarettes, right?
No, I think the cigarettes happened during when at the
After?
event.
Oh, at the event.
Yeah.
Uh,
Even
so
even better because he's standing inside the place smoking a cigarette inside the building. That's
yeah,
crazy.
so it was those two guys. Those two fights really were the press conference. The Patty and Michael, they didn't really go back and forth too much. Yair, not Yair, but Diego Lopez and Alex were more like cordial with each other and shit. But those guys right there, that they're gonna bring a good fire for 314.
Yeah, who you rocking with? You got any
Dean
pick?
Silva, Carlos Freitas. I'm taking both those guys.
Okay, you're going with both those guys.
Yeah, I think it's a good test for Gene Silva, though. I really do. I think this is a
Yeah.
really good test. Brian Mitch, maybe not as outside the ring, but inside, but I think this is a good test. I think this is a good matchup. I like the matchmakers did this.
The narrative out there, right, is that this is going to be a big test for Gene Silva. Bryce Mitchell's
agree.
not some walk in the park,
I
and if he
agree.
can get past Bryce, that's a big deal. I'll be honest. I feel like maybe it's because the American in me or something like that. I don't know, but my brain is leaning towards Gene Silva, but my heart kind of like wants Bryce to win it.
You know what's interesting? Like I don't know, my heart doesn't want that, but what's interesting for me, what's interesting for me is that Gene Silva every time has impressed me. And I felt like Bryce Mitchell's fights were kind of like, nah, I think he was a step above those guys. And there's something about Gene Silva. He just has a swagger to him, bro. It was just like, even when he knocked that dude down, and he looked at the ref like, bro, you want me to time? Then he fucking finished him. I was like, damn,
Hmm.
that fool's a dog.
I'll say this: this is the type of fight that makes a real star, in the sense of like everything that's going to go into this fight, right? All the pressure, all the buildup, right? Everything that's going to go into this, it's like a 50-50. Whoever wins this one, it's going to do so much for their confidence moving forward that it's really going to make them a star, I believe. Whoever wins this fight will go on to achieve something great in the sport, I believe.
And here's the thing too, Bryce Mitchell has fought some really good fighters. The Gracie fight, I really wasn't. I don't know. I thought that was bad.
He did knock his ass out.
Right. But we kind of expected that. You said it was on the ground. You know what I mean? It was like, and then
Yeah,
the
but give him credit.
Emmett fight, he lost bad. Yeah, I give him credit,
Yeah.
but Gracie wasn't even ranked. He wasn't really nobody on anybody's radar, really.
You're saying it wasn't a super level fighter that he knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I even think you said too, Gracie's like, if you get him on the ground, watch out, right?
Yeah.
Right. Josh Emmett got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
He beats Dan Ige in decision, unanimous.
Mm-hmm.
Lost to Poirier submission, and then he beat Barbosa. So he's fought some really good fighters.
Yeah, he has.
So the moment won't be too big to him because he's fought high level competition. Gene Silva now, I feel like this is going to be that next tier of fighter. But like, okay, you get past this guy, we get you in the rankings, you can make a run at it and do what Carlos Freitas did. Do what some of these other Joaquin Buckley did. You can start really building a name because we now know what you say. Hey, he can sell tickets.
Mm-hmm. For
He
sure.
has that.
He's got that ability.
Yeah, he has that it factor.
He does. I would say, what's it called? I saw a comment out there that people are saying Gene Silva's takedown defense is suspect. So just gonna throw it out there. That's what people are saying. I don't know because there hasn't been too many fights we've gotten to see for Gene. So I guess we'll see. Let's see how it plays out.
And that's why this is a good fighter to see that against, because if you can't get past Bryce Mitchell on the ground or standing, we're ready for it.
Right. And Bryce is one of the best in the division, so gonna be a good one. Whoever wins this, I'm saying it. I think they'll have like a big win streak.
Uh,
Because I think it's going to be like this. This magnitude of this fight you're going to see, I think it's going to be very big. And let's say whoever their next opponent is, right, the winner of this one, like, I don't think the magnitude's going to be as big. You feel me? So if the magnitude's not as big, it's less pressure. You can perform really well. So I think, you know, these guys, whoever wins this, just look out for him.
I was gonna just say it's funny they still have Ilya Topora as a featherweight champion. So I mean, the next fighter, if one of these guys wins, because Brian Mitchell's is number 13. I don't know. Aljamain,
Um,
Youssef, Leron's about to fight Murphy, Arnold Allen.
we'll see.
Brian Ortega would be a good fight.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll look ahead once the winner person wins. We'll take a look then.